Cutting carbs to lose weight doesn't just shed fat, it actively throttles your basal metabolic rate. Your metabolism isn't a static calculator, it's an adaptive campfire on a pitch-black campground. When you starve it of glucose, your thyroid slows down the conversion of inactive T4 hormone into active T3, literally lowering your core body temperature to conserve energy. Carbohydrates aren't the enemy. They are the primary kinetic fuel keeping that fire alive. But not all wood burns the same way. First, hardwood logs. These are complex polysaccharides found in oatmeal, brown rice, and sweet potatoes. Throw a thick oak log onto a fire. It doesn't instantly explode. It requires sustained thermal breakdown. Why? Because polysaccharides are massive, crystalline matrices of thousands of glucose molecules held together by alpha 1.4 glycosidic bonds. Your body cannot absorb these massive chains whole. Digestion begins the moment salivary amylase hits your food, finishing in the small intestine as pancreatic enzymes systematically clip those glycosidic bonds one by one. This creates a slow, metered diffusion of glucose through the intestinal wall, sustaining your baseline ATP production without volatile hormonal spikes. Next, Twigs and Kindling, simple carbohydrates. This is the free fructose and sucrose naturally bound inside fresh fruit. Kindling catches instantly. These are low molecular weight simple sugars requiring minimal preliminary enzymatic cleavage. Eat an apple, and that free glucose is immediately recognized by your gut's SGLT1 transporters for rapid bloodstream deployment. But nature wrapped that fruit in a complex cellular wall of soluble pectins and insoluble cellulose. In your digestive tract, this fiber hydrates into a thick, viscous gel matrix. This gel acts as a literal thermodynamic speed limit, slowing down gastric emptying and physically blocking enzyme access to the sugars. You get a clean, regulated burst of thermal energy without triggering an endocrine alarm. Then there is pure endocrine lighter fluid, ultra-processed acellular carbohydrates. Unlike whole foods, evolutionary biology never prepared your gut for acellular starches. Industrial milling completely strips away the protective cell walls, the fiber matrix, and the protein germ, leaving nothing but naked, high glycemic starches, completely detached from their biological housing. Consuming this white bread, pastry, or soda is like dumping a gallon of gasoline directly onto the embers. Whoosh! Glucose floods your portal vein instantly, overwhelming your normal metabolic capacity. Sensing a toxic systemic emergency, your pancreas panics, secreting a massive, disproportionate surge of insulin to force that sugar out of circulation. This hyperinsulin response violently rams the glucose into fat and muscle cells all at once. The heat instantly vanishes. Because insulin overcorrected, your circulating blood sugar crashes way below baseline. This is reactive hypoglycemia, the metabolic cliff that leaves you foggy, shivering, and biologically wired to crave more immediate fuel. You don't need to starve your fire or freeze your thyroid into submission. Your system demands glucose to maintain cellular respiration and leptin signaling. The secret isn't carb elimination, it's optimizing for digestive pacing. Run your camp on lighter fluid and your endocrine system lives in a chronic state of emergency. Pack the pit with solid polysaccharide logs and your metabolic fire burns hot, clean, and steady until morning. Feed the machine. Keep the fire burning. My prescription is simple. Subscribe, like, and comment below to let me know which analogy you need decoded next.